All right, all right. Shalom, shalom, and shalom, Sister Deborah, prophetess in the wilderness. And you know what? That's all right with me. Coming again on this devil platform with another message. But I will say this is a lovely day in which the Most High Yah has made, and I, Sister Deborah, share, and I will rest therein. I want to say to you all, Sister Deborah is really feeling really sick. But I'm going to move on. You know why? I never let the flesh get the victory of when something needs to be put forth in the spirit. I want to first come from Matthew's chapter 6 and verse 10. I want to kind of bring you to a place where I think um, those that have an ear to hear needs to go. This is where you need to be. Let's go to Matthew's 6 and verse 10. And as you enter into Matthew 6, verse 10, you're going to notice that we are running into a prayer. And Yeshua is talking about um, how to say this prayer. I want you to hear what it's saying. I love what it's starting off with as far as in verse 10. I love this because it reminds me of how he taught me what took place before the foundation of the world. I never put this verse into the teaching or when I taught it, and it it didn't really need it, but what it does when I see it like this so plainly seen, it leads me to believe that a lot of things people are searching for and looking for and trying to add and take away to make it more the way that they want you to believe it, they want you to see it, they want you to grip it. You don't understand. They just want to take you from away from any little spirit and truth that you're starting to walk therein with the light. So they want to pour you over to their way of seeing things, not understanding that they're teaching from their flesh. Because the reason why they teach from their flesh, they didn't sit down and wait and tarry for the spirit, which is the ruach of the Father, of the Creator. They decide to go on and run out as if they are the heads. Y'all never called them to be a head of nothing. And this is why you wonder why people are out here and you can't find no unity or no nothing in Judah, and you're not going to. It's because you have a lot of people who think they need a head, and they use the platforms to place themselves in a mindset that I rule. I got a head. I'm a pastor. I'm on here teaching people. I'm on here ministering. You drawing the people to the circus in the broad gate. And that's about it. So let's get to Matthew's chapter 6 and verse 10. And it reads, I want to say to you, I don't feel good at all. And I'm going to press on though. Matthew chapter 6, verse 10. The kingdom, thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. There's three power punches there. There are three power punches in that verse. Matthew chapter 6, verse 10. The kingdom come. So we know that the kingdom come down here. This is what you heard Yeshua say. The kingdom is at hand. The kingdom is at hand. He had mentioned that so many times about the kingdom is at hand. He's talking about the kingdom has come down with the power and the word at hand reach. The kingdom come. It's like unto what Yeshua has said in time past. The kingdom is at hand. Why? He was coming down as the Son of Man with the Son of Yah to work one mission, the will of the Father. And he's saying here is the way you can really grip the hem of the Father's garment. When you pray, recognize the kingdom come. That's one power punch. Thy will, whose will? The Father's be done. That's two. In earth as it were in heavens. That's three. That's three power punches. That one verse leads you to understand heaven's got it wrote in and they got it wrote out. Earth is not the first. Heavens has to have it in the kingdom to come to the earth. So when we look at things here on the earth and we study things and we lead people and try to make people, earth has what you need. Her earth has what you would need to believe in. It's right here. Here it is. Here it is. Oh, it's over here. It's over there. No, 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 baby. That's why I can now kind of just reading that can grip why the keys to the kingdom was not given to individuals. Because you got more people born of the flesh and calling themselves born of the spirit. Nowhere in them recognize the spiritual realm. All in them recognize the flesh in the ways of the flesh. They don't understand it. Okay, now here in Matthew chapter 6 and verse 10, it's actually telling you earth don't have nothing that heavens don't have wrote in and wrote out. So if heavens has it wrote in and wrote out, how could earth be down here with something that heavens has not willed to be on the earth? And this is where the problem at. And it's, the father said, Deborah, really it's not a problem. So the day before yesterday, I was asleep. And he was fooling me up with so much good information. And I was like tossing and turning, and I could feel it. I could feel it, and it was feeling good. And then I was just tossing and turning, and I went to the side on my left side, and I woke up, kind of opened my eyes, and I went back, closed my eyes to get back to the dream, the dreams he was giving me about all these different situations. And in the dream, he kept saying, make sure you write it down. Make sure you write it down. Write it down, Deborah. And I kept saying, I don't want to get up, but I'm in the dream. But then I tossed over on the left, and my eyes open. I said, oh, man, I don't want to get up. It's early. He said, get up and write it so you can remember it. Do you know that I got up real fast, threw on my robe, went into the kitchen, fed the dog, and let the dog out? Now, why did I do that? Why didn't I just be obedient and write? By the time I got back to my room, I sat down at the desk. I got my writing and my pencil and my paper and my Bible, and I began to remember some of the things that was said. And he said, see, can you say it like I gave it to you? And I said, Father, I'm coming close. I'm just trying to remember it all. Oh, it was so much stuff. And I'm just writing, thinking I'm going to try to remember, And he said, this is why it's so important. When I said to you to write it down, I really wanted you to get up to write it down. You see? And by the time I went into the kitchen, fed the dog, and let him outside, by the time I got back, that was it. But he gave me enough to go on. And Matthew 6 and chapter 9 was not one, it wasn't a part of it. Not 9. Matthew chapter 6 and verse 10 was not a part of it. But when I came to Matthew's chapter 6 and verse 10, I wanted you to see where the kingdom rules, y'all. People want to teach you down to the earthly level and try to amend it in your mind to think that it's a spiritual level. It is not, baby. The things that is on the earth is what is in the spiritual realm that is trying to get us to understand things in the heavens in a form of spirit and truth. They don't want it that way, and they ain't going to seek it that way, nor will they understand it that way. And the Father said, it's all where. But long as you have a lane to run in, you're going to run in what is righteous. What I give you, what I say to you, when you put it forth, that's going to be something you can take in the lane that you are running. Run, Deborah. Run that lane. Run in your lane. Okay? So I want to tell y'all in Matthew chapter 6 and verse 10, the kingdom come. I remember Yeshua saying the same thing. The kingdom is at hand. The kingdom is at hand. It was like he was announcing. He was announcing that the Son of Yah has hit the earth. You see? And when he came with power, he came with word, and he came with spirit. Okay? And this is exactly what is saying here as far as how the heavens had orchestrated the kingdom to come and for his will to be done right here on earth as he has it written in the heaven. You guys, this thing is already wrote up and wrote out. So all these books people chasing, they gone. They are 100% gone. All you can chase anything you want. Go on, chase it all. But be careful while you're chasing all these demonic spirits, because it's going to end up in your household among your children. Because all that, it's time to cut off all that. All of that should be cut off. You feed demonic, demonic gonna feed you. You keep going into a realm, trying to make a realm life or living, or trying to make it invest in the minds of people, it's gonna hit your household first. And when that demonic stuff start coming to your household, then you're gonna start waking up and realize you have entertained it. You and yours have entertained it. Now it's in your household. And see if it's as easy bringing it in as it is taking it out. It's not going to be that easy. So we're in a time period where we don't understand Proverbs chapter 16. Okay, let me show you what I'm talking about. And this is the problem that it's not going to, and I know it, the Father already let me know, it's not going to cease. It's a part of, it need be, Deborah. Deborah, it need be. Let's go to Proverbs 16. In Proverbs 16, in verse 4, Yah has made all things for himself. That's a very powerful statement in Proverbs 16. I believe that's David. Yah has made all things for himself. Yea, meaning, yeah, that's true. Watch this here. Even the wicked for the day of evil. Even the wicked for the day of evil. Now, this is a blessing, y'all. Why is this a blessing? David is trying to let us know that everything has been made already, y'all. And here, Yah has made all things. He didn't make them for you to play in them. He didn't make it for you to teach it as if it's something that you can easily swing left and swing right. He's saying that the Lord has made all things for himself. Yes, he did. Even the wicked for the day of evil. You see, it is nothing hidden from us here. In this verse, it's not hidden, you guys. It's actually telling you the Father did this. He's telling you right here. But the key to it is D-A-Y. What does that D-A-Y represent? It represent a period of the end days in which wicked and evil is going to have its day. You see? This is what this is saying. But how is it going to, what's the deal with that? Wicked and evil is going to have its day. Why? Because all things, when Yah made, he made them for himself. Now, this wicked and evil, for the day of evil, is going to have to work after the will of the Father. Meaning, it's going to be the Father will that this day, that the wicked and evil is going to take the day to itself. So it's not like evil and wicked running around here like they can just, do anything and whatever they want. You got to understand what he's meaning. You see? And that's what I think people really don't get, because they clown it. Now, I ain't tell you, the Father said they entertaining too many books. And these books are very demonic. They don't understand demonic. They don't understand who wrote these books. They don't understand that. All they believe is like the Bible. They take the Bible and they think that this is the word. No, baby. No way. These are the words. Okay? Now, once you get under the word, then the word will teach you all things. But if you stand under your words, your wisdom, your knowledge, and your understanding, Yah will never, ever, ever abide in you and you in him. He'll let you swing your own understanding. He'll let you swing your own knowledge. He'll let you swing your own wisdom. He'll let you smooth in your emotions, your personal opinion, and your feelings, and let you do you, so you can lead the mass through the broad gate, which is exactly what's going on. It ain't about all these people T.D. Jakes is leading, because all the people that's falling behind T.D. Jakes, Joyce Meyer, what's his name, Joe Osteen, all of these people, y'all looking at these people saying, oh, they got people following them, but y'all don't know, they following him, and he following them by showing them the way to the broad gate. A lot of people on this devil platform, they are identical. Same way. They got that same ego, that same pride. I'm famous. I got subscribers. I got likes. I'm all in. I got fan. I got support. You can have all the support in the world and still have your destiny to still walk through the broad gate. Why? Because everybody wants to make y'all wrong so they can appear to be right. Because they getting this here fame on the earth. That's where the problem is. If they took this this YouTube and stop paying these people, I bet you this fame in their little heart won't be. You will see everybody for who they are. Because right now they think they famous. They ain't no different than Jay-Z, Puff Daddy, and nobody else. They think they are. They're no different because they got that same mindset, that same ego, that same pride, that same boasting. But they just doing it in a different way. And they using the platform as they means of showing their fame. Because in them, they think they famous. And the father said, Deborah, that's why I told you. It's over. It's finished. Let them get the fame. This need be. Okay? So when you get to Proverbs 16, and you see verse 4, and Yah has made all things for himself. Right there is the key, y'all. Yah has made all things for himself. Now, if it's for himself, what is for himself? Wicked in the day of evil. For who? Yah. See, what they don't understand, wicked and evil has to get in line to Yah's order. They can't be just all over the place. Where do you see that in Matthew, Luke, John, and Mark coming out of Yeshua's statement that it would be like the days of Noah? Where do you see where it says fallen angels? Where do you see where it says giants? It doesn't. Why would Yeshua come in that time and speak of Noah if he's not going to tell the truth of the matter? Why would he not speak on the grounds of the main reason that one has been deceived to believe, and that was the fallen angels and the giants? It's because this is man made up, you guys. And before they come up and own that thing, they will lie like Adam did in the garden. He didn't own up to disobeying the first law and commandment. He didn't own that thing. And that's what's wrong with people today. They will stick to the lie to make themselves inside feel justified, clarified, and identified that they are speaking righteous. And the Father say, Deborah, this need be. Why? Because Proverbs 16, verse 4, and Yah has made all things for himself. So who made this? Who made this? Who made this? Who made what? wicked, and evil for the day in which he has ordered. Who did that? Who did that? The same one in Genesis 3 and 15 who gave us the up. Who is that? Spirit and truth that has the light. He gave us the thumbs up on the two seeds that's going to come to the earth. The two seeds coming through the earth in human bodies, okay? They come in human bodies, people, okay? Now, I know the people are not going to shake it. They're not going to get rid of what they're saying because guess what they're going to do? They will go to the extreme to try to prove something different. And guess what? The Father would suffer them to do so. The same one that says in Proverbs 16, chapter 16, verse 4, that he made all things for himself. And what was that all things he wanted you to know in that verse? Wicked and evil. I've given them, Deborah, a day. So, this evil and wicked he's given them the day for, how is it going to be layered out? It was for himself. He's not giving people all this demonic and wicked fallen angels and this and this. This is why the world is going to get away with doing certain things in this year and next year when deleting people. It's because they're going to use what they have manipulated the people with. And they're going to justify it by, oh, we had fallen angels who did it, and we had giants that came in spaceship, or giants did it, fallen angels or aliens. It's a backup, y'all. It's a cover-up. A good scapegoat, to be honest. It's going to be a good scapegoat. And while people are playing into all of this, they've gone away. The Father says over anyway, Deborah, but they have gone away from spirit and truth. They ain't even looking for the light to lead them because they think they are the light. They think they are spirit and truth. That's why they couldn't get under the head, which is Hamashiach, because they want to be the head. They figure that this platform, which is the devil platform, is their church, and they are the pastors. They are the leaders. You see what I'm saying? They're the one that leading the flock. Yeah, you are. To the gate that's very wide and broad. It's got plenty of room. Get as many as you can. But don't forget, every last one of them, the Father's going to have on your hand. So a lot of people on this devil platform don't even understand. Praise yourself, glorify yourself, uplift yourself in everything. But every last one of these individuals who have ate from your plate, who have drank from your cup, the Father is going to hold them, their blood on your hand. And I think that he should. I don't see nothing wrong with it. I think that's a perfect judgment. Since everybody wants to get on these devil platforms and portray they know so much, let them be liable. And they don't even understand that. How are they going to be liable, Deborah? Because the Father said, I got their works already in the heavens. See, a lot of people think their works is what you see on the earth. That's why they cutting up on the floor up on all these devil platforms, being deceiving and manipulating people, trying to get more likes and subscribers so they can get a little check from the devil's hand. To the point where they don't care about what they say. And then they have the audacity to try to wash their mouth in what they say. If you about the Most High Yah, why are you watching what you say? Because you're trying to get that check. You don't want to be cut off from that check. That's showing the hearts of people and how it's so dedicated. Because the people are not even giving people spirit and truth, nor the light. They giving them, he say, she say. They giving them everything that's in for the flesh and giving them nothing for their spirit, man. Why? Because they know that if they have to go in the spirit and truth side, and if they had the light, then they wouldn't be getting what they're getting today from the devil's platform, which is a little check. A lot of people have sold themselves out and don't even know it. They don't even know it. And the Father said, it need be, Deborah. It need be. So here in Proverbs 16 and verse 4, the Most High sit and say, and he has made all things for himself. I like him saying that. He's trying to get a mindset to understand ain't nobody doing nothing. They have a power to do this. Let me tell you, everything I created for myself. Even the wicked and evil for the day of evil. Why? Because we as people don't understand we are in that D-A-Y. And we giving Satan and his demon all kind of glory and honor and praise. We've given them power that Yah has not even given them. And it's a sad thing. When he suffered them to have anything, you will see him break it down, letting you know where he's leading the way for them to do what they're doing. But you can't see him because you're giving too much glory to demonic and demons and fallen angels and devils and giants and aliens. But okay, aliens. I think aliens. But so I say this to the Father. I say, well, is it going to come a time where they're going to get what they keep calling for? Yes, you are. Yes, you are. And it's going to start in your household. Because you're how would they say, you're ushering demonic spirits. You call them in to your space. You're giving them glory that they have the power. And you're giving them authority that they have not had. Let me explain something. The Father is saying, he that is born again is he that is born of the Spirit. You're born in the natural of your mother. But born again is after you're born of your mother, the hour, the minute, the second that the light turn on, that's you born again. You see, the light turn on because the Ruach now abide in you. So now you're born again. The born again does not mean that you have to do something to be born again. Heavens had already got you written in the book of life or the books to the lake of hell. Okay? And what people don't understand is they're walking their destiny. And he said he want me to let you know, Revelation 20 let you know that the works and your purpose in the books are already written. So no matter what book you crank up to bring out fallen angels, to bring out giants, to bring out aliens or whatever, he said you're just calling on the things that you really don't know what you're calling for. And I believe a lot of them. And what the Father's going to do is he's going to allow that stuff to come into their household. This stuff is going to enter into the households. Since you wants to claim that this is the will of the Father to follow all these things and giving these things power by recognizing them and making people think, even though Yeshua didn't say nothing about, Yeshua spoke to his disciples. He told them what the end days was going to be like. He didn't tell them about aliens. He didn't tell them about giants. He didn't tell them about fallen angels. He didn't say anything about those sort of things. Did you notice that? What would the days be like in the end days? He didn't say nothing like that. And then when he went into Mark, Luke, John, and Matthew's, he began to tell you it's going to be like the days of Noah. Where did he say aliens or giants or fallen angels? Where is it written? Oh, I forgot. Let's go. Ecclesiastes chapter 12 and verse 12. Let's go there right quick. Ecclesiastes, I think it is 12, verse 12. I think I'm going the wrong way. I think I am. And my lips is burning so bad. I don't know why. It's got something to do with whatever this is that I've caught, but it's making my lips so dry and it's burning. It's burning. Ecclesiastes chapter 12 and verse 12. Further and further. This is solemn. Listen to what he said. And further, by these, my son, Be admonished of making many books. There is no end. And much study is a worrisome to the what? To the spirit? No, to the flesh. To the what? To the spirit? No, to the flesh. Wait a minute now. No, no, no. To the spirit? No, to the flesh. Let's go over that again. Solomon was saying further and further. By these, my son, be admonished of making many books. There is no end. You guys, I have sat back and see the tribe of Judah every time we turn around. Now they passed Enoch and Ezra and all these other books. They have totally walked away. And now one did a study to see how many of the tribe of Judah has walked away from all those books. They're addicted in now other books. Not understanding who is printing all these books. Do y'all understand the instructions and the directions in as the King James that we really use as a study guide? If you only knew how it has been smeared up and smeared down by the Roman Catholics, and the only way you going to understand this King James Version is through the Ruach of the Creator. You can't understand this book through flesh and blood. You got to understand this book through the Spirit of the Ruach of the Creator. Why? Because so much has been switched in, switched out, smeared up and smeared down. But one thing I wouldn't say is to give it up. Why? Because it was promised that someone would come and teach us all things. So he comes to clean up what has been spilled all over the place. That's how the Ruach of the Creator, that's what he has in plan for his servants. To come to what? Teach them all things. Not some things, all things. To comfort them. To show them things to come. To reveal things to him. To us. Why are we hearing and not even that situation telling us that he would come and be a comforter? Why didn't it tell us that man is going to take this out, and they're going to have this book here and hid this? It's nothing in Deuteronomy 28 that tells you they're going to hide anything from you. Where can you find that even in Torah? When did he warn Abraham that there's going to be so many lost books? Come on now, somebody talk to me. Abraham, when did he warn you that your seed was going to enter into a situation? Did he warn you that they're going to have lost books? They're going to be lost in understanding. No, he didn't say that, you guys. He didn't say that to Abraham. Where in anything in this instructions and direction book that tell us there's going to be all these other books you're going to have to go to? Because he knew that only one you're going to need is the Ruach of the Creator. The promise was to teach us all things. But what happened is he only wanted to promise us that when he abide in us, then shall those things be taught to us. All things. Even things I didn't even know I knew how. Even things I know how to do that I didn't know I knew how to do. But by the Ruach promised to teach me all things, anything I put my hand to and want to learn, the Ruach has suffered me too. This is what I trust in. Not one time did Yeshua say, trust in the books that's hidden, the books that's taken out. Yeshua never mentioned fallen angels. In the end days, fallen angels, spaceships, aliens, giants. Those were some of the things they should have mentioned since everybody was claiming they was in the days of Noah. Why weren't they in the end days? Come on, somebody talk to me. I tell you what, Father, y'all, pull up, Father, y'all, pull up. Let's run to Revelation. Where is it in Revelation? Where is it, and where is it found in Revelation that you're going to have fallen angels? Where is it in Revelation it's going to say fallen angels? You're going to have lost books. You're going to have aliens, and you're going to have what else? Spaceships, okay? Giants. It doesn't say that, but I can tell you what it does say. Revelation pull up and pull out and let you know, just as he said in Proverbs 16 in verse 4, that the Creator had created for himself wicked and evil for a day. That means that the purpose of the wicked and evil is for the day that Yah has suffered it to bring in wicked and evil. And it's coming in as a form of judgment, tribulation, and wrath. But it's because and for his name's sake. That means you're not going to have fallen angels running all around here. And why are you calling it falling? Where are they falling from? You see what I'm saying? See, people did not know that when he tossed Satan onto the earth, he also chained many angels down in the uttermost darkness. Even them they are being used in Revelation to come up and do tasks for who? The Most High Yah, as a form of tribulation, judgment, and wrath. They're pulling up. Where are they pulling up? Here, take the keys, angel. Go down there and unlock them. Take the keys. Unlock them. Here, the beast that was in the pit, hey, I need you to take care of the two witnesses. Destroy them. So, why is it the Father is ordering all these things to come out of the pit to do the work of his judgment and his wrath and his tribulation if he already got all over the places fallen angels? Y'all been watching and listening and meditating on a lot of demonic things. All these lost books, all these found books will never, ever, 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 ever redeem not one person. Bring anyone to the light. Now one of them books will teach you spirit and truth. Now one of them books can save you. Now one of them books can show you the way to the narrow gate. Those books in which many are taken on to is like a monkey see and monkey do. What did he say? Deborah, this need be. He told me, Deborah, you don't need to say ignorant and stupid. Don't say ignorant, Deborah, and don't say stupid, because when you say ignorant and you say stupid, those are good words for someone that is born of the flesh, for someone that is the serpent seed. Those are good words, because when you say, they're ignorant, meaning simply not knowing, no, we can't have that. If they are born of the flesh, they are born of the flesh. When they are born of the serpent seed, they are born of the serpent seed. That's what you call it. Don't give them an escape way out using ignorant and stupid. Don't use those words. Just call it what it is. Born of the flesh. That means they are the serpent seed. That's why they grip all the lost books, because all the lost books, all the books that has once been here and now here, none of them can do anything for a person at all. To learn them, to master them, to understand them, to eat from them. Those books cannot do anything regarding spirit and truth. Right? Because he say he will come and teach you What is he teaching you? Spirit and truth. He don't have to go to all the books the heathens and Gentiles have printed up and have gotten you to believe that there's so many books missing from here. You still ain't mastered this one because you still don't know who in Genesis chapter 1 and Genesis chapter 2. You still don't know what's going on right now in Revelation. Who's pulling them four horses on the four? Who's pulling them four horses out in Revelation 6? Who's pulling them serpents out of the pit? Who's pulling the beast out of the pit to destroy the two prophets? Who's doing all that? Who's bringing up all kind of things from out of the pit? Who's doing that? The Father Yah. So if he's not showing you that in this end days, he coming from under, not above, then what is that saying? That you all are chasing your tail to and fro, trying to make sense out of what you believe. And you can easily make sense, people. Anything can make sense to you. Anything can make sense. You can take this book and make it a precept line, little here and little here, all over the place to where you can land on one accord. He said, when they finish, Deborah, who are they? Are they born of the seed of Satan, which is the born of the flesh, or are they born of the spirit? Why can't y'all answer that? You see, that dictates who you are. While you're chasing all the books, and now one of the books will tell you really who you are. Now one of the books will tell you anything that will bring you to the hem of his garment. Not one of them. The books won't bring you to understand his mission, his purpose, redeeming you, saving you, being a servant, his light. None of those books will take you anywhere but on a trail to chase your tail. And you do it well. Okay? So I would say here in Ecclesiastes, listen to what Solomon said in Ecclesiastes chapter 12 and verse 12. And further, by these, my son, be admonished and making many books. There is no end. There's no end to the books, people. You've been totally 100 trillion times deceived. Solomon's just not telling you that. I'm a prophetess in the wilderness, and I'm telling you, y'all don't talk to me about fallen angels, giants, aliens, Enoch, and all these lost and found books. Why do he have to answer to the books and not the books answer to him? Because the books can't answer to him, but he can answer to you and tell you, I don't have to answer to those books. Because the book that you're even studying out of, man did spirit it up and down. That's why I say I will come and teach you all things. But if you feel that you can trust in the books, then I left you there. And you are of the flesh to trust in that which you will see and believe, that which you hear in your natural ears and believe. Because what I'm here to teach you, it's not what Enoch, Ezra, and every one of them books there to teach you. I'm here to teach you spirit and truth. And they cannot teach you nothing that's going to lead you to the bosom of the Creator. So you just go on your way. But I tell y'all, I have heard the world constantly drill in their heads. Fallen angels, aliens, sorcery, what's that other one? Fallen angels, giants. Why? When the first, I noticed they did it even with some black people. They got some arrested downtown area when they was robbing stores. They went talking about all these policemen that was down there and just what is going on. Talking about they saw aliens. Because you know what? Judith is a very sick people. It's a very sick people. They believe based on what somebody tell them. They don't believe their own nation, and they don't believe Yah. You see, but they will believe the heathens and Gentiles, anything they say. Oh, they doing this. Oh, they say it was aliens down there. It's all going to get you in the long run. So you entertain that mess and bring it into your household. Go on and open up that door. Open it up wide enough. Because if you got family and you got a wife and you got a husband, you got children, go and open that bad boy up. When them demonic things start coming to your house saying, well, didn't you call for me? Didn't you say they here and they there? Y'all, let me tell y'all something. That's I ain't gonna say it's the number one, but that is a demonic spirit that has been let loose for people to believe a lie than to believe the truth. And the main one that will believe a lie is those who have been deceiving y'all on these platforms, spraddling the fence. You can't tell if they lukewarm. All you know is they lukewarm, and they not really lukewarm. They more hot. They more in the world. 80%, no, 90% in the world, and 10% throwing some scriptures out. Outside of that, they more in the business of the world, and the business they are in the world ain't teaching nobody spirit and truth. If I can't be about my Father's business and uplifting Him and giving Him the glory, why would I be on here talking about giants, aliens, fallen angels? Those are all stuff vain and vast. Why? None of that. None of that. And knowing all of that, keep teaching it. Keep teaching it. When that stuff start parking up in your household and things start going on, I'm telling y'all messing, y'all. Let me tell you, we are in the time of tribulation has started. The judgment of Yah and the wrath. How do Yah show his judgment? How do he show his wrath? You see? He's showing us his way of doing it in this end days. Go up in Revelation. He's all down in the bottomless pit, cutting up from the floor up. And what are we doing? We on the earth, bringing them from the heavens, saying they falling down. Let me tell you something. When you don't understand Genesis 3 and 15, that means you ain't never had the spirit of the Most High Yah. Because Genesis 3 and 15 lets you know that Father has allowed life to come on this earth with the breath in his image. And guess what? Some going to be the seed of Satan, and some going to be the seed of the Spirit. And what is it he telling you? There is going to be hate between the two. I'm putting intimacy between the two. Satan's seed is coming in human flesh. And the sick thing that the world got y'all screwed up is you can't even see the demonic spirits that working out men and women, especially in the tribe of Judah, as well as the heathens. Can't even see all these demonic spirits going on. Let me give you an example. There is a European 45 years old, 2 days ago. I think it was 2 days ago. His dad is a judge, and his mom was trying to get him at home to take his sleeping pill. They was asking him to take his sleeping pill. He decided to go get a sawed-off shotgun. And I ain't never heard them say it like this, but they said he blew, shotgun blast them. These are two Gentiles, and their son was 45. He said the reason why he did it is because they kept telling him he needed to take his sleeping pill. Just think of that. Why do there have to be fallen angels? Why do there have to be giants, Nephilims, aliens, when humans are committing the worst of the worst? How sick can you be? Why are they committing these things in this day and time and have in time past? That which is in the dark should come to the light. It's because people never knew that in Genesis 3 and 15, he had already called the order out. And then bumped it up as time go on. He that is born of the flesh is of the flesh. He that is born of the spirit is of the spirit. It's over. That's how the tare got in, growing in with the wheat. He already separated the tare from the wheat, and the wheat from the tare. Why? Because we are in that D-A-Y, that D-A-Y, Proverbs 16 and verse 4. The wicked and evil time. It is their day. But I did it for myself. I don't have fallen angels out here cutting up from the floor. They are already born onto the earth in male and female. Male and female. Born of the spirit or born of the flesh. See how lost y'all been? He never gave Satan the authority and the power to be just fallen angels, falling, just falling. Where are they fall? What the rest behind they falling from? Come on, somebody need to answer me. Where are they falling from? Where are these demons falling from? Where are these fallen angels falling from? When all you have to do is look at the YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, CNN, NBC, and see all these things that's going on in the news. If you're going to tell me all this evil and wicked that's going on is separate from the fallen angels you say in the sky falling down, come on now. So you ain't seen what he's doing in the start of tribulation, in his judgment, and in his wrath on the earth. You ain't seen how he's going using those that's in the pit to come up for judgment and his wrath. Y'all ain't seen that. What he said, when the river dry up, ain't something coming up? Talk to me, somebody. Or they coming up or they going down? Somebody needs to talk to me. Tell me something. Are the serpents coming up or they going down? Let's see. Revelation. See, this is where you know people feeding y'all a bunch of trash and y'all need trash. Matter of fact, they need to get ready to give you more and more and more, because guess what? If you looking for the fallen angels to be over on one side, cutting up from the floor up, and Father over here with his judgment and with his wrath and with his tribulation, but they over here just falling all out on the earth. Y'all sick. Y'all sick. The same one made Enoch, Ezra, and all them other Apocalypse, all of those books. I don't bother those books, because greater is he that's in me than he that's in the world. And those books, y'all lost without a cost. They're in the world. The greatest gift you can receive in this day and time is spirit and truth. And that is the spirit of the Ruach of the Creator. And let me tell you something. If he can't teach you, he just don't want to teach you. And it's meant for you to teach yourself. But when you want to talk about fallen angels and all these lost books and found books, so they took this, they did this, and they did that, good, because you ain't seen nothing yet. The last thing anybody wants is to have children, and their children to be as ignorant as they are. Because what the Father will allow, and he will let go. Oh, you want to teach it like you know it, huh? Since there's fallen angels, watch out to make sure your roof is covered. Make sure your window is closed. Because you're entertaining spirits to come into your presence, to reside with you. And you ain't letting them go, because you ain't never had the spirit of Yah to keep them away. You're entertaining these things as if the Ruach that said that he would come and teach you all things, we kick him to the corner, and we wants to understand what Enoch and everybody else said. And all those books that they say that was taken out of the King James, see if one of them leads you to the Father. See if one of them books leads you to the Son. See if one of them books leads you to salvation. See if one of them books show you how to be redeemed. See if one of them books can teach you all things. See if one of them books can show you things to come. No, it can't do that. Only the Ruach HaKodesh can teach you all things. And he promised that he would to those that he reside in. Those that think they know it and they got it and they've been on this devil platform thinking they famous in what they doing. It is a sad thing that so many people have been the head and never learned that they were the tail. Because they think in YouTube and Facebook and all these platforms makes them feel like they the head. They kings, leaders, and rulers. We pastors. We rule because we got a congregation. I'm sure T.D. Jakes said that. Joyce Meyer. All of them started just like a lot of them on 99.9 on YouTube. Same way. They get loaded with pride and boasting. They never understood the number one head was Christ. We always had a head. No one ever recognized that we had a head to lead us. But they didn't want it. They don't want the head of Christ. That's why they never spoke about the body. And the body was the church and the saints all in one. Oh, you don't hear them talking about that because they wants to be the head. Because they got a little page and they get licensed subscribers. And I'm just so joyful that the Father said that's going to be taken from them. And it's going to show who's who and what's what. Because then they won't be getting that little check. And see how they be talking to you all then. You see what I'm saying? And they quick to be stricken by whatever they strict them to not say and what not to speak. Why? Because they eager to get that check. That's how that check got them bound and got their mouth bound. That's why they can't speak spirit and truth. What they receive and override what is spirit and truth. They are not the head. We have a head, and that is Hamashiach. He's the head of the true church of the saints. So you can have your head. Go and head your people into the broad gate. Y'all don't have no problem with that. Even the heavens itself got it written. How about that? How about that? So as we go here to Revelation, in chapter 9, it says, and the fifth angel sound, and I saw a star fall from heaven. Look at that. Fall from heaven. Listen to what it said. Unto the earth. And to him was given the keys to the bottomless pit. Now, this angel is coming. It's telling you directly that this was one of the angels from heavens that's coming down to open up the bottomless pit. And he opened up the bottomless pit, and there arose smoke out of the pit as the smoke of a great furnace, and the sun and the air was darkened by the reason of the smoke of the pit. Now watch this here. And there came out the smoke locusts upon the earth, and unto them was given. There they given. The Father was what? Giving them power, y'all. Watch this here. As a scorpion on the earth have power. Now what else? And it was commanded them that they should not hurt the grass of the earth, neither the green things, neither the trees, but only the men which had the seal of Yah. But only those men which have not the seal in their forehead. Now wait a minute. How is this angel gonna come down with the keys to the bottomless pit? What are we getting down there for? If you got all these fallen angels that can do your evil and wicked, why are we dealing in Revelation with the four horses? If we got all these here demons and fallen angels and aliens and giants all over the place round about now. This is how the world have gotten with those people that are not born of the spirit and has caused a lot of chaos. Y'all, you see with the spiritual eye. Understand things in spirit and truth. And make sure that in all things you got your light with you. Because in this darkness in which we are in today, you're going to need it. Because these people are teaching darkness at its highest. And the Most High said, Deborah, this need be. So I wonder even with that and how he using all these things to go into, and there was another situation in Revelation chapter 11 and verse 7. And when they shall finish their testimonies, that's the two prophets, the witness that came that Yah brought forth. When they finish their testimony, the beast that ascended out of the bottomless pit shall make war against them and shall overcome them and kill them. Wait a minute, what is this beast doing out of the bottomless pit? Wait a minute, we got all these fallen angels that can do the work, Father. Yah, why do they coming from the pit there? See, he was trying to explain to you in Proverbs 16 and verse 4 that there are, he for himself, he have already set up wicked and evil for a day. He already got him set from where? Matthew 6 and verse 10. Heavens has already orchestrated from earth, from the heavens onto the earth. What we're doing is exaggerating and lying and boasting and teaching people to deceive them to believe that we know the truth. And you know what? The truth is not in you. That's why they routing their tail. Everybody I see is running around chasing their tails. They've been on this devil platform for so long, they chasing their tail, round and round and round, picking up topics they didn't talk over and over and over. Why? Because the light is not in their right hand. They don't have spirit and truth from the ruach of the Creator. They teaching you out of their flesh, and you all falling for it. But it's okay, because the Father said this need be. So even when he went to Revelation 6, look at Revelation 6. Listen to this. And I saw when the Lamb opened up the seal, Revelation 6, opened up the seals, and I heard as it was the noise of thunder, one of four beasts come and see. Now listen to the one of four beasts. Come and see. And I saw, and behold, a white horse, and he that sat on the horse had a bow, and the crown was given unto him, and he went forth conquering, to conquer. And when, verse 3, and when he had opened the second seal, I heard a second beast, come, beast, saying, come and see. And verse 4, and there went out another horse that was red, and power was given unto him that sat thereon to take peace. Look at that. It's taking peace. The Father is calling his out right here. He don't need Enoch to call his order. He don't need nobody to call angels from falling from heaven. What do you think these things are? These are things that he is calling to order. That's what he was saying in Proverbs 16 and verse 4. I created all things for myself. So if he created them for himself, why is he standing around and letting all these fallen angels fall all over the place? No. Those are not all these fallen angels is not let loose like that. These angels, you was either born of the serpent seed or you were born of the spiritual seed. The majority was born of the serpent seed. Yes, they were. And that's what you see in these people all over the world. All this stuff that's going on, these are flesh, you guys, that has the serpent seed in them doing all this chaos. And y'all want to blame them on fallen angels. Wait a minute. Where do you see fallen angels? You lied on the sons of Yah. This is why he ended, because the sons of Yah was getting confused with the flesh of man. And you all called the flesh of man. He got away with it. And his daughters, and you put it on the sons of Yah. And the whole idea of Genesis 8 was never to trap you to think that the son of Yah was fallen angels. They were servants that came down as the sons of Yah. And when they saw what the men and the men were doing with their daughters, they saw that they were fair. What did they see? They saw men selling their daughters off to many others, free, not free for cattle, sexual. And a lot of the daughters weren't at age, but the men, that's the wicked one right there, the men. And what he did not like is the sons of Yah who saw this being done, dropped their guards and began to mimic what they saw and took as many as they pleased because of what the flesh of men, males, were doing. They keep getting away with it, y'all. Just like in Adam. No one never realized, Adam never repented. Adam never owned that thing. He never owned his error. That's why you see men today. They would never own their error. Don't think the Father forgotten all of that. No, baby. I had to explain to a man 69 years old today that we all going to have to stand and we're going to answer for it. You see, a lot of us really think that we're getting away with stuff. We really think Yah has passed that on up or bypassed it. We really think we can get out here and be teaching the mass. I don't want to teach nobody nothing. I want to just speak spirit and truth, and those who have an ear to hear, grip that thing. Make sure you got the right light in your right hand and keep that thing going. Run. Don't get caught up with these people on this devil platform, because they own this pride and ego trip. They're not going to turn in. They're not going to own up to anything like Adam. Only thing Adam saw, notice y'all, only thing he saw was what? Adam was the serpent seed. Adam was of the flesh. So when the father come looking for him, what was he only able to identify? The nakedness of his flesh. He didn't even identify the sin. He didn't even identify for disobedience. He didn't identify for wrongdoing or unjust. All he wanted to own was his naked flesh. That's those that are born of the flesh. And that's his first example, was trying to show you people that lied on Cain and Abel. I've heard so many lies regarding Cain and Abel. I'm just sick. I'm so sick of it. Because Cain and Abel are total different seeds. When you go back to Genesis 3 and 15, he tells you, Satan, I'm going to give you your seed and I'm going to have mine. And I'm going to put something between the both. Y'all missed it. That was at the beginning, trying to get you to understand it in spirit and truth. When they come down on earth in the flesh, there's going to be those that's in the flesh, there's going to be serpent seed, and those that's in the flesh, not the flesh, but in the flesh, they're going to be born of the flesh. They're going to be born as a flesh, but they're going to have the spiritual seed. And that's what he was saying in Genesis 3 and 15. They had it wrong and they lied again. It's forever lying. So and I like Saul when he was telling them, don't deal with them books, y'all. He's gonna bring trouble. Oh, they can't believe that. They think they're gonna keep on reeling. See why people go in and dip in and get all these books. They're trying to justify. They're trying to clarify. They're trying to identify their truth because they've been speaking so much of their wisdom, their knowledge, and their understanding. They don't want to hear nothing righteous, upright, just. So they want to stick to their plans so they can continue to deceive the mass. You don't have to continue to deceive the mass. You are created to deceive the mass. That's why it's so exciting to them